everybody, Gina DeLuca here. Okay, first let me say my CD release party was a blast. I had a boatload of fun. The CD is now available on my website, ginadeluca.net, for download or purchase. I will send you a signed copy if you like. And today, Sarah Mack, you can find her under Mack Art. Get this cat hair that's floating in front of my eyeballs. So Sarah Mack did a painting, and it came out beautifully. It looked like a piece of abalone PowerShell, and she had told me that these two paints in particular are cell reactive, much like the cadmium yellow light hue in Basics or the satin enamel in DecoArt. Certain paints have a tendency to react more than others. So what I have here today, for my base coat background, I have Liquitex Basics in Titanium White. My artist loft has been lumpy the past 3 bottles I've gotten, and I may be giving up on that. Losing the money is one thing. Ruining a perfectly good painting is that bums me out big time. So I have the Titanium White. This is the Extreme Sheen in the 24 karat gold. This blue is Artist Loft Metallic Blue. This blue is the Extreme Sheen in Aquamarine. I have this purple, which is Artist Loft Metallic Purple with a tiny, tiny bit of the ColourArte in Passion, that's the Primary Elements, and a tiny bit of the Majestic Blue in the Primary Elements. It just, I wanted to deepen the color a little bit. I wanted to just give it a little more oomph. And then I have this color. This is a mixture of Artist Loft Silver, a drop each of this blue and that blue, and about 1/8 of a teaspoon of the satin enamels. Not much. It doesn't take a whole lot for it to take effect, to make it rise to the top. So I figured that's a nice abalone color palette going on there. And this color makes a really pretty, like, pearly, it's like a light seafoam, very pale with a seafoam undertone. You can see probably better when you compare it to the white, if that shows up. All right, let me get myself situated. We'll get this party started. Okay, I'm gonna put my paint in the cup first, and then I'm gonna lay down my base coat because I have added some Liquitex pouring medium into my paint, and that does tend to make it set up more quickly. So I have mixed these 1 part paint to 2 parts Floetrol for the 2 paints. So that would be the purple and the dark blue. For the gold and the aquamarine, I have done 1 part paint, 1 part Floetrol, and then I add water until I get the right consistency. When I say I've added some Liquitex, it's really just a squirt, just a tiny bit. But what happens is while you're sitting, or while the paints are sitting, they do thicken up. So you really want to check your consistencies prior to putting them in the cup. Okay, I'm not really sure if this is going to be the order that I want them to go in for the desired effect, but this is what we're trying today. So first I will put down a bit of plain white, as that is my background slash base coat color. Okay, now I'm doing the purple. That gold is sinking. Fortunately, you're not getting a great view of that. But that's a good sign. That's what you want. So I've done the purple, the blue, the gold. And the aquamarine. That is also sinking very nicely. For some reason, if it sinks in the cup, it will become a cell. Now, the one that has the satin enamel in it, I'm going to wait and I'm going to put that in last because that has a tendency to want to pop back up. And we don't want that to happen until it's on the canvas. Okay, so I'm going to quickly lay down this base coat. Okay, as you can see, the gold has mostly made its way to the bottom, as did the aquamarine. That's always a great sign that it will sell. And now I'm going to add the blend that has the satin enamel. Now, this is an 18 by 24 painting, which you would need a little over 15 ounces to cover. I have a base coat, so I can have negative space if I like, but also this technique that I'm doing, you benefit from being able to stretch it. So let's see what happens. Okay, already this is gorgeousness. These colors do enjoy selling up. I have leveled my painting, but it appears to be traveling that way anyhow. Let's pop any bubbles that might be in here. Okay. Oh man, this is so pretty. I don't even know where to start. This is setting up already. Let's see. I'm just going to try to break this up a little. It sets up so quickly. I need to get one of those picks that Miriam's Nature uses to break up her base coats when that starts to happen. So the white, probably because it's the only one that doesn't have any metallics in it, is a little thinner, a little more runny than the other paints, which if it gets mixed in too much, that can cause you some weird wavy undesired patterns. So now I have tilted it off this end, and now all I'm doing is stretching it. I don't have to worry about it running over the other paints quite so much. You can see these wiggly lines means that my base coat is being ornery. Let's see if we can break that up a little. Oh, I think I used too much Liquitex. It is setting up way too quickly. And I'm getting weird squiggles and I don't like it. So, see how this is all like squiggly? This is because my white was thinner than my other paint. Very, very unfortunate no. I will see what I can do to rescue. Okay, well, it has aspects that would drive me nuts, but it has aspects that I absolutely love. So, much to be learned from this piece, and I have a feeling that it's still going to change a little bit. That some of these paints are going to sell up here and there. So I'm going to clean up and I'm going to let this sit for a bit, and then I will bring you in for a close-up. Back in a few. Okay, here it is. This thing is so sparkly. Holy cow. This thing is very sparkly. More cells did pop up in these areas, which I thought that might happen. And the white squiggly lines have decreased immensely. They kind of sank, which I was hoping they would do because I didn't like the pattern they were creating. This section right here is very cool. Very 3D looking. And you've got a lot of smaller cells over here. You can see all that sparkle. I mean, just that 24 karat gold, the sparkle in that gold, I have not found another gold that is quite this sparkly. I mean, that really Just wow. And that turquoise is very, very pretty. I think the next time I do this, I will definitely make sure that my white is thicker than it was. The micas in the metallic paints make it kind of hard to judge the thickness. And when there's only one other paint that is not a metallic, it's kind of easy to overthin that in comparison to the others because of the mica flakes. I forgot to take that into consideration. I'm a little out of practice. Been busy with other stuff. But yeah, I really like this piece. I'm looking forward to seeing it dry. But, you know, the next time I will definitely make sure to add in some more non-metallics, so I get a little bit of separation between the metallics. Although the blending is very pretty, it's not quite an abalone shell. Not quite. Although, if you could see this in person, I mean, this thing is like sparkle galore. Okay, that's it for me. Please like and share and subscribe and all that good stuff. Do check out the description box below. Satchmo's in my drop cloth. Satchmo. Oh boy. Do check out the description box below for links to my PayPal tip jar if you feel so inclined, if you'd like to help me stay stocked up in supplies so I can keep bringing you the groovy experiments. It is much appreciated. Also, the Amazon store, if you enter through the link in that description box, anything that you purchase off the entire site of Amazon, I receive a small commission of at no additional cost to you. It does not have to be an item in my store. Go make some art. Join us. Join our group on Facebook. Post your masterpieces. Ask your questions. Should you find yourself in a painting pickle, just get some inspiration over there. And my website, GinaDeLuca.net. You can purchase my artwork there, and you can also purchase my brand new CD, as well as my first two. I think that's it. Have a beautiful day, y'all. Go make some art.